Let's talk about EROS. This ancient deity today is the dominant unclean spirit in the world. He brings the greatest number of human victims in the form of virgin young bodies, killed unborn babies, torn internal organs as a result of unnatural sex. The victims of EROS are those infected and deceased from sexually transmitted diseases. For the sake of EROS, they get divorced, cheated, commit suicide, abandon their children. Today, the demon EROS lives in cartoons, in comics, as a walking pheromone capable of seducing anyone for anything. This is his superpower, to stimulate the pleasure center in the brain. Fans of the demon EROS support a huge industry of violence, debauchery, and death. Porn actors die early from infections and rupture of internal organs. On our channel, Yulia and Stanislav Saltanenko, you can find many medical videos on the topic of sex.
A priest's wife visited a dying man. He was dying of rectal cancer. He practiced anal sex and lost his life because of it. Before he died, he wanted to repent that he had harmed his body so much. The woman fell ill with cancer of the clitoris, cancer of the vulva. This was a very severe stage of cancer. She died in terrible agony. She had cancer of the external genital organs, the labia, and she wanted to tell her story before she died. She was very sorry for what happened to her. She masturbated her clitoris and every orifice she could for days on end. As a result, she had micro fissures in the clitoris, external labia, and anus. Everything got infected through the floor of these orifices. Since they contain different microbes and they are not friendly with each other, it is not intended to connect mouth, buttocks, vagina. The male sexual organ is not intended for buttocks, mouth, different floras. And the woman was dying in terrible agony. She repented. Scientists are convinced that oral and anal sex is the cause of a malignant tumor, much more often than smoking or even drinking. Thousands of people a year die from this. Anal sex is a permanent mechanical injury to the lower rectum. It leads to hemorrhoids, anal fissures, microtraumas of the rectal mucosa. Your desire for anal and oral sex is lewdness. Experts began to associate throat cancer with oral sex. Let's say, medicine associates throat cancer with oral sex. You know, a famous Hollywood actor, his name is Michael Douglas, got throat cancer. When journalists came and asked, "You probably regret that you have been drinking and smoking all your life," he said, "Oh yes, certainly yes. But what I really regret is that I had oral sex with many women who have been infected with papillomavirus." And he did it with them, and he contracted papillomavirus. He had growths in his throat that turned into throat cancer. And the man says, "I do regret that." He speaks about it to the whole planet, to the whole world, and we should speak.